Hey everyone, this is Becca. Thank you so much for checking out my channel, beccatownsims. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a Mediterranean style celebrity mansion. This build's available on the Sims 4 gallery. I built it on the Chateau Peak lot in Del Sol Valley, so I just left the title the same for the gallery. So it's just called Chateau Peak if you want to search it on there. It's on my gallery, which is beccatownsims if you couldn't guess. Even though this is just called Chateau Peak, I kind of think of it as Chateau Ego. And basically this house was inspired by a build that Sims by Linnea did, and Sims by Linnea is an absolutely lovely simmer, by the way. You should totally check her out. She's on Instagram and she's on YouTube. But anyway, she posted this Kardashian inspired mega mansion that she built in Del Sol, and I saw that and it reminded me of how one of my roommates and I used to sometimes watch the Kardashians, and we used to play a family in Sims 3 that was like kind of based on them, except for they had really stupid names. So I think we named them the Biscuit family, and their names were like Cocoa Biscuit and Lady Biscuit, and I don't remember what the rest of the biscuits were called, but we had a lot of fun playing with them. And when I saw Sims by Linnea's build, I wanted to recapture that magic. So I decided to build my own kind of Kardashian inspired manor with my own Kardashian inspired Sims. So for the Sims 4 version that I did, I named them the Money Tits, and the family is made of Contessa. She's the mom, and she's got her older 3 daughters, Candy, Kiki, and Clover. And by the way, those names all start with K because they gotta. And then there are the 2 junior Money Tits members who are named Kiwi and Cuckoo. And they're not like one for one of the Kardashians because I don't follow them super closely. I don't feel like I know their personalities as well, but they're all just like quote unquote Kardashian inspired. So I built them this sprawling mansion, and I built it based off of, well, basically I did a Google search for like Hollywood mansions, and the one that inspired me the most was based off of one of Britney Spears' past mansion, so the exterior kind of looks like that a little bit. And then I sort of was just winging it. I wanted to build some height into it. I wanted it to be just like sprawling, kind of like a complex, you know. So for this build, what you're going to see is that it was divided into several different actual houses, different buildings, so it's more of a villa than one big mansion. There is the main house, and the main house is what you see on the screen right now. So inside that main house, you're going to have all the basic rooms. So you're going to have the master suite, which is for Contessa, and it is also going to have the only full kitchen, because I wanted them to all cook in the same freaking room, the formal dining room, the living room, and then of course your absolute necessities like the sauna, the lounge, and the gym. So that's what the main house is. And then to the right of the main house is where I build the garage, and above the garage is going to be the teen suite, which will have kind of mirrored rooms for Kiwi and Cuckoo. It also has a little living room for them to hang out with so they can have their unsupervised parties. And then behind the main house there is the family house, which is going to be connected via a breezeway. So the family house is more centered around family life and has space for the kids to play. It has a main suite for Kiki, who is the closest to being my version of Kim Kardashian, and it also has rooms for her sisters Clover and Candy. And there are 3 child bedrooms in the family house as well for any kids that they might have. I don't know how many kids the Kardashians have. It's probably more than 3, but I mean, how many Sims can you fit on a lot anyways? So you got the kid rooms there. And in the basement, there is a recording studio. There's going to be a game room, a photography studio, a laundry room, and the butler suite, because you need a staff for a house like that. Behind the main house, there's the pool house, which was built to have parties in. So it has a bar and a dance floor downstairs, and there's a guest room at the top. The house actually has 2 pools, with a lap pool behind the family house, and there's also the big main pool, which I would love to be so rich that I had a main pool, or even just one pool, because I love pools, love to splash. For the landscaping, I tried to focus on a theme to make it cohesive, so I put in a lot of cypress trees and palms. I focused on azaleas, some of the purple flowers, I don't remember what they're called, and then a couple of the tropical looking plants. I find in general, if you're building a garden, that it looks better if you just pick a handful of the same ones to repeat over and over instead of jamming a bunch of different things in. It just makes it look more deliberate. In the front of the house there is a shed for the groundskeeper that's got a flower bench in it. It's also where the trash and the mail is. And then off the garage there is a workshop for wood building, fizzing, etc, etc. So basically this house has everything. So that sums up what there is in the build. There's also multiple courtyards that you're going to see me put in. I didn't record the majority of the decorating because this build is really long. So I'll put some pictures at the end of the video if you want to see how everything came out. And I also don't have any fun history stories to talk about today because this is just a, celebrity mansion based off of Kardashian. So I'm going to drop off in a minute and let you guys just check out the build if you are interested in watching it. If not, you can hop to the end to see it. You can also download it off the gallery. It's called, again, this is Chateau Peak, and it goes on the Chateau Peak lot in Del Sol Valley. There's also some pics you can check out on my Instagram and Twitter, both of which are beccatownsims. And let me know if you would like to see a tour of this house, because I was thinking of just like touring through it to see the finished, furnished version, since the build video is just so long. So if you're interested in that, please let me know, and also please consider giving my channel a follow on here if you like this content. So I appreciate it, guys, and thank you for watching.